I'm in bad shape. I don't work out. I haven't been to a gym since I graduated from gym. It was right after the 10th grade. It's been a while. It's usually not a problem, but when it is, it's a big problem. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, I hurt my leg the other night having sex. My right leg, my hamstring cramped up on me, right in the middle of it. I didn't know. I was like, oh my God. I'm trying to curl my toes nonchalantly. I don't want to draw attention to it. I didn't know what to do. The only thing I knew was that I couldn't stop having sex. No, I'm married. God knows when that train's come around the bend again. I'm going to have to deal with this situation. Play through the pain. Be like Lou Gehrig or something. Just don't take any days off. But it hurt. I finally said it out loud. I was like, my leg hurts. And my wife goes, well, why don't you just get on top? Really? Are you serious? It's not going to help. You know that. I'll get up there. She'll be like, why are your arms shaking? Really? Why don't you think about it for a second, Nancy Drew? I'll bet you'll figure it out. Perhaps it has something to do with the fact that I weigh 250 pounds. Yeah. And I've been doing a push-up for 15 minutes. I am not a superhero. God. The only way this is going to be successful is if I can rig up a system of ropes and pulleys off the ceiling. Strap on some sort of body harness, like a fat hammock, like when you're trying to put a whale on a boat. One of those. Get a hand crank and then slowly lower myself down from the ceiling, like I'm Tom Cruise in Missionary Impossible. But I didn't have that stuff. I got married last October. Oh, that was an odd reaction. Okay. I didn't know that statement was so delicious. I got married last October. Hold your We was excited. We had a big Catholic wedding, which was great because I wasn't Catholic at the time. Yeah, I'm Catholic now. She made me switch teams. I had to. She made me I had to be Catholic too, so we could have the full ceremony, so her grandparents would come, and that was important to her. Apparently, I barely knew the people, so I didn't care. She tells me she's nervous to ask me. She thinks I'll say no, like I'll have some sort of problem with it. She's all tentative, like, "Are you going to be okay with this?" I'll be fine. I don't go to church. I really don't care what church I don't go to. Yeah. Looks like I'm not going to a Catholic church for a while. And I will do that for us. But we got to do all kinds of stuff. Like we had to go meet with a priest before we got married. He was asking us questions, making sure we had thought of everything, that we knew exactly what was going on. He was like, are you guys going to have a joint checking account or separate checking accounts? I was like, whoa, easy, Padre. I got $14. I don't even know if you can open an account with $14. How much do you have? My wife was like, I got like $4,000. I'm an adult. I was like, all right. That sounds like a joint account. I want access to that. We are partners now, 50-50. Where is my $2,000? Quit holding out. It's in the Bible. Look for it. We got married. We had to move. That's not fun. My wife was looking through a newspaper, saw an ad for a duplex in the newspaper. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, big yard. That's what it says. So we drive out there to see it. It starts off badly, like immediately. There's this weird old man in front. She's like, we are not moving here. I was like, he doesn't come with the house. Like, he's going to show us around and leave. It wasn't 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, creepy old guy in the garage. Kicks in on the rent a little bit, so it's worth it. But He knows some things. No, he leaves. He goes home. So we get out of the house, or get out of the car. We go up to talk to him, introduce ourselves. We're not even inside the house yet. My wife sees a bunny rabbit run across the yard. My wife is like, look, a bunny. So we look. And then this old guy says, yeah, you're going to see a lot of bunnies because the neighbors, they raise bunnies and then they eat the bunnies. What? That's a secret. You keep that to yourself. You don't open with that. We haven't even gone inside. He just tossed it out there, too. It's not like I started the question. I'm like, what's the neighborhood like? Oh, you'll love it. These people are fucking crazy. No, none of that. He just offers that piece of information. You keep that to yourself, or you put it in the ad. I drove 45 minutes to see this place. You think I drive 45 minutes if the ad was like 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the neighbors eat bunnies? No, we're not moving to that one. That one's no, not that one. We're going to find another one. I don't want to live next door to the Fudd family. Doesn't sound fun. I throw a lot of parties. I don't want them knocking on my door at 1 o'clock in the morning. Will you please be very, very quiet? No. We finally did find a place to move. I had to get a new driver's license. I had to go to the DMV. They were never good at it, but since 9/11, they've just gone crazy. It's just a list, a checklist. You have to match up or you don't get through. There's no logic involved. I finally get to the front. The guy tells me I got to show him 6 things that prove I'm an American. What? 6? I wasn't ready for that. And I had to show him 6 things to prove I was an American, 2 things that proved I lived in the state I said I did, and 0 things that prove I know how to drive. It doesn't make sense. It is a driver's license. The guy tells me, I'm like, look, buddy, it doesn't take 6 things to prove I'm an American. There's a context clue or 2 in this situation somewhere. All you got to do is look at me. Take a gander. I am at least 60 pounds overweight and off work on a Wednesday afternoon. That is very American. I don't know what else you need. I ate an apple pie while I was waiting in line. There's pieces in my beard. I'm clearly not an immigrant. I don't have any kids with me. None. It's going to be easier next time. I had an idea. Next time I got to go there, I'm going to wrap myself in an American flag and show them a bunch of Toby Keith CDs when I get to the front. Like, look, I am also Ford Tough. And I don't know how to read. Is that 3? I'll tell you about my dad. My dad is selfish. Things don't happen to other people. Whenever anything happens, it's all about him. He's one of those self-centered people. It's just always. And he's always been like this. My mom has taken the brunt of it. They've been married 35 years, so ever since then, she's been dealing with it. And like this story perfectly explains their relationship to each other. It is great. And it goes all the way back to the beginning, at least my beginning. When my mom was pregnant with me, she didn't know she was pregnant until she was 5 months pregnant. Yeah. That is a long time to not know. Like, there are some things you got to start doing, like stop drinking so much wine and bumping into counters and whatnot. You're about to have a baby, lady. Get it together. I went to speech therapy in a little room behind the school till I was 10. That's her fault. Couldn't say my J's or S's. And my name is Geoff. That was fun. So she's not feeling too good in her belly region. She can feel something growing down here. So she assumes it's a tumor. Why wouldn't you? It's exactly where babies go. And it kicks occasionally. It is very rare. One of a kind. They finally decide she should go to the doctor after half a year. That's their window. Goes to the doctor. Doctor runs some tests, comes back and is like, hey, it's actually not a tumor. It's a baby. which is quite different. Yeah, one is good and one is bad. Could be either one depending on your point of view. But here's some pamphlets. So my mom reads the pamphlet. She's excited, runs out to the car, tells my dad, hey, it's not a tumor, it's a baby. We're going to have a baby. And then they're both happy, presumably. Now, my mom tells that story like it's normal. That story is not normal. There is something very wrong there. Think about it. They both thought it was a tumor, and my dad waited in the car. What an asshole. He just pulls up to the front. Hey, I hope it's not malignant. I'll meet you back here in an hour, okay? Good luck.